Stanley, you are still the best in the world. I need your help.
The plot thickens.
The Catledge family are socialites in the south of France. There's a woman who has them believing she's a spirit medium. You are the greatest debunker of fake spiritualists.
She won't fool me.
So this was your first time working together. What were your first impressions of each other?
Ugh. Just like, ugh.
Yeah, her first impression was very similar to her last impression.
I thought you were lovely.
Yes, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, really.
Well, we met at a cast dinner that was kind of a formal affair.
That's right, yeah. There was one of those rather contrived things to try to get everybody to break the ice and whatever. The ice didn't fully break during that.
Fully break.
No, I think it was the informality of, because we went to work in minibus. We were picked up from the hotel, and it was sort of 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't have all my makeup on yet.
He did not have his prosthetics secured.
I'm getting a mental impression. Are you from the Orient? Far East?
Considering you are Wailing Sue, that's pretty damn impressive.
And did Woody Allen live up to your expectations of him as a director?
He exceeded mine because I thought he wouldn't say anything to us. I had been kind of forewarned by other actors that he would just sort of sit back and not have any opinions. But he was very opinionated and definitely directed.
Yeah.
So.
And what was he like on set?
Well, he is shy and he is withdrawn, and I didn't get to know him very well. But when he did come out of the little tent and give his notes, they were extensive and articulate and generous, and he made it very, very, very clear. I mean, he's as we know, he chooses and uses his language, his words brilliantly. And he was also funny. We were told not to expect that, but he was. And not because he was cracking jokes, but because the little throwaway comments he would make in mock despair, as he walked away, assuming that probably no one will ever go and see the movie anyway or something. It was a very lively atmosphere anyway. I mean, I think, we were all very happy to be in the sphere that he created.
And I loved the 1920s costumes, especially yours, Emma. Did you feel that they helped you get into character?
Very much, yeah. Especially because they were from the time period. They were all sourced and vintage and just exquisite. It changes something when you're really living in the clothes of this person. It really does.
I mean, I think the language on the page and the costumes you wear have an effect, and they're bound to help you get a feel of how people were at the time. But also, I think those clothes came out of those people's self-image. The people in the 20s wore certain kinds of clothes because they were expressing themselves that way. The guys in the monkey suit, or the whatever collars and the cigarette holders. And the girls were in shorter dresses probably for the first time in all of history. I mean, post-First World War. Yeah. It was the first time you got the flapper look and they were party girls. They were designed for dancing and for ease and for the beginning of a bit of liberation in that respect. No, so I think those are things that are quite eloquent of how our society sees itself.
You're gonna die!
Run!
My aunt used to bring me here as a boy. The roof opens up. You can see the universe. It's menacing.
You find that menacing? I'd say it was very romantic.